Hello. The purposes of this video are to assist with the development of musical literacy skills which go beyond reading and comprehension. We begin this piece with the second finger coming in on string number 2 at the 3rd fret on a D note. The thumb will go to the 4th string with a D in the bass. This is a P and I pluck. The 4th finger comes down on string 2, 5th fret on an E note, and we strike with middle finger. The first finger is going to go to the 4th string, 2nd fret on an E, while the second finger returns back to the 3rd fret of string 2 for a D note. This is a P and I strike. The first finger can roll down slightly onto the 2nd string, 2nd fret for a C sharp, while the 3rd finger goes to the 4th string, 4th fret for an F sharp and a P and M pluck. The P and I now will strike an open G and an open B, and the hand will release left hand. P and I strike, 3rd finger to 5th string, 3rd fret for a rest stroke in the thumb on a G. 2nd finger comes to 3rd string, 2nd fret for an A with an I finger strike. The middle finger is going to restrike that A while the thumb goes to string 4 for an open D. 4th finger comes down, that's a P and M strike. 4th finger comes down on 2nd string, 3rd fret for a D note I finger strike. 2nd finger goes to 2nd fret of string 2, C sharp with an open I E, P and M strike. 4th finger comes down on string 1, 3rd fret G with an open B, P and I strike. 3rd finger comes over the top of the 4th finger to 2nd string, 3rd fret D, while the 2nd finger goes to 1st string, 2nd fret F sharp, P and M strike. 1st finger comes in on string 3, 2nd fret for an A. This is a PIM strike. Rest stroking the thumb on open A, P. Middle finger open high E. And 1st finger coming to 3rd string, 2nd fret A. 2nd finger coming to 2nd string, 2nd fret C sharp with an open high E, PIM. Index finger striking open G. 3rd finger going to 4th string, 4th fret F sharp. 2nd finger coming to 2nd string, 3rd fret D, a P and M strike. Thumb going to an open D rest stroke. 4th finger coming to 2nd string, 5th fret for an E note. 2nd finger returning back to the D note on string 2, 3rd fret, while the 1st finger comes to 4th string, 2nd fret for an E note and a PI strike. 1st finger rolls down to string 2, 2nd fret C sharp, while 3rd finger goes to 4th string, 4th fret F sharp. P and M strike, open B, open G, P and I strike. 3rd finger, 5th string, 6th string, 3rd fret, rest stroke in the thumb, G. Index finger is going to strike 2nd finger coming in on 3rd string, 2nd fret for an A. And then the thumb will go to 4th string, open D against that A with a P and M strike. Now, this 2nd finger on the A can be used as a guide finger to guide up a whole step to a B note, while the 1st finger drops down on string 2, 3rd fret for a D note and a P and I strike. 4th finger drops on 5th fret of string 2 for an E note and an M finger strike. 2nd finger can now guide back down a whole step to an A, while the 3rd finger comes in on string 1, 2nd fret for an F sharp and a P and I strike. Fourth finger drops down on first string, third fret G with an open G in the bass. That is a P and M strike. Second finger comes to third string, second fret A. Third finger comes to second string, second fret C sharp with an open high E, P, I, and M. Thumb goes to fifth string, open A with a rest stroke. And fourth finger drops down on a D note on second string, third fret for an M strike. Now the thumb is already touching the open D string because a rest stroke was used on the previous bass note, and the fourth finger is already holding, so this will be a P and I strike. Now, the first finger is going to come to string number 1 at the 5th fret on an A. Third finger will drop down on string number 2, fret 7 for an F sharp, and we'll have a D in the bass, P, I, and M. Restriking the I and M, moving down a whole step, and restriking M and A, moving the first finger down a half step and dropping the second finger on a D, second string, third fret with an I-M strike. Now open G, open high E, P and M. Second finger goes to second string, third fret on a D note, while the third finger comes to string 4, fourth fret F sharp, and a P and I strike. Second finger guides down a half step to a C sharp on string 2. First finger comes to third string, second fret for an A note, A, P, and M strike, and a rest stroke in the thumb on open A. Fourth finger comes to first string, 5th fret A, while the third finger drops on string 4, 4th fret for an F sharp, A, P, and M strike. Restrike the high A with an index. Fourth finger guides a whole step to a G with an open G, P, and M. Second finger drops to first string, second fret on an F sharp with an open D, P, and I. First finger comes to string 4, second fret E with an open high E, P and M strike. Second finger comes back to second string, third fret D, while the third finger goes to fourth string, fourth fret for an F sharp, A, P, and I strike. Open G, an M finger strike. Second finger guides down a half step to C sharp on string 2, second fret, and first finger comes to third string, second fret for an A, P, and I strike. And thumb goes to string 5, A for a rest stroke. Second finger guides back up a half step to the D. First finger comes to string 5, second fret for a B, A, P, and M strike. Fourth finger drops to 5th fret of string number 2 for an E note and an I finger strike. Fourth finger drops a whole step to D on string 2, 3rd fret, while the first finger comes in on 3rd string, 1st fret for a G sharp with a P and M strike. First finger guides up, oh no, not the first finger, the second finger drops on string 3, 2nd fret for an A note, and the third finger comes to string 2, 2nd fret for a C sharp, A, P, and I strike. Open D and open B, A, P, and M strike. Second finger comes to 4th string, 2nd fret E with a thumb rest stroke. Third finger comes to 3rd string, 2nd fret, A note with an I. Wrong string, sorry about that. I finger strike on the 3rd string, 2nd fret A. Restriking that 3rd finger on that A with an A in the bass, this will be a P and M strike. Open G, index. Fourth finger comes back to string 1, 5th fret for an A. Third finger goes to 4th string, 4th fret for an F sharp, A, P, and M strike. First finger comes to 1st string, 2nd fret, F sharp, I finger. Second finger drops on string 2 3rd fret D with a G in the bass, P and M. Fourth finger comes to first string 3rd fret G, while the first finger goes to fourth string 2nd fret E for a P and I strike. First finger half bar second position with an A in the bass. String 3 and string 1 are the plucking strings. A on string 3 2nd fret and F sharp on string 1 2nd fret, P, I, and M. Open G, open high E with a PM strike. First finger moves to the 3rd position on string number 2 3rd fret for a D note. Second finger is on string 4, 4th fret F sharp. Third finger is on string 5 5th fret D. The final chord is a PIM. Okay. Hope this is slow enough and helpful. You will need the sheet music to follow along with this to build your literacy skills. There is a link in the description below that will take you to me playing this piece and counting the rhythm out loud so you can work on rhythmic literacy. I apologize for any of the errors. I hope that stuff isn't confusing. Hopefully I corrected myself quickly and efficiently enough to not have a bunch of confusion set in, but this is not really a normal way of playing or studying music to do this, but I'm doing this for the purposes of assisting others and hopefully inspiring people to teach themselves to be literate and to learn to read, because it's a very, very powerful and empowering detail when you have that, when you possess that, and you're operating from your own perspective, not having to follow tabs, which in some cases are incomplete in terms of the information that you need to understand, to be putting it under your fingers and playing it like, right now, all of the details coming together. In music written for the guitar, these details are already present on the page, and then it's just a matter of you being comfortable enough to be able to interpret those things and bring those details together, and it takes time. So sometimes you need to shift gears from focusing on one particular detail of the reading, such as the note names, then another detail such as what string is the note located on, what finger of the left hand should I touch that note with to set my next finger up properly, what should I do with the plucking hand to also, once again, set myself up for the next thing that's going to occur. There are some general rules, but there's also a lot of flexibility. So keep that kind of stuff in mind. The music does need to be purchased. I believe it's still under copyright and not in public domain, but if you search it online, you might find it. You might find it and not have to pay for it. It's very inexpensive, $10, $11. And it is a book that contains 18 different pieces, and in this Christmas series I've done, which are all very short pieces, the reason I selected these pieces was because of their short duration and all of the details technically that are involved in these short little pieces. So there's a lot of great knowledge here, and if it's studied diligently, and let's say all 18 of these pieces are mastered with the reading and comprehension or musical literacy skills, with rhythmic literacy, there is a lot of stuff that a person can learn and carry with them for the rest of their life. It just takes repetition, and being comfortable with understanding. It's going to be difficult from time to time, maybe. And if that's the case, that's okay. Difficulty is something that is your best friend. It will help you. It'll shape you. It'll mold you. It'll help you to become stronger and more empowered and a much better musician in the long run. So please embrace those details. If anybody needs any help whatsoever, please feel free to contact me. I'm here to help people learn and grow and face the things that are overwhelming and difficult and make those things, effortless and easy, because it is possible to do that. So also, if you have any comments, any suggestions, please leave the comments and suggestions. I will answer them. And if you, uh, would like a further video or something that's more in depth, please let me know. I'll make it and post it, and or even send a link directly to you, so that you can benefit from these studies to the best of your ability. So have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.